Have you ever been blamed for something you didn't do? If so, check this story out.
In this episode, we're going to learn about the Salem Witch Trials, a not-too-nice event in American history. It's a story about fear, mystery, and how things can go wrong when people jump to conclusions. Let's dive in and find out what happened.
To understand it better, I went to Salem to learn more.
The Salem Witch Trials happened in 1692. Back then, there was a small village called Salem in Massachusetts. The people who lived there were called Puritans. They had very strict rules and were very focused on their religion. The Puritans believed that evil forces could be everywhere, which made them very scared of anything unusual. There was also a lot of tension between the people of Salem at the time. They argued over property, power, and local politics, which created a lot of problems between the people that lived there.
The trouble began in January 1692, when a group of young girls began acting very strangely.
Betty Paris, Abigail Williams, Ann Putnam, and Elizabeth Hubbard would have fits, trembled, and screamed, saying that they were hurt by witches. This made everyone in the village very scared. Because of what the girls said, people started accusing some women in Salem of being witches. One of the women accused was Tituba, an enslaved woman. Two other women, Sarah Good and Sarah Osborne, were also accused. Tituba, under a lot of pressure, said she was a witch and named other people as witches too. This made the fear of witches spread even more.
During the trials, people were accused based on dreams and strange feelings, which were not very reliable.
If someone confessed to being a witch, even if they were forced to do so, it was taken as proof.
The fear was so strong that anybody accused had a hard time proving that they were not a witch.
The court mostly believed the scary stories in the community's fear rather than looking for real evidence.
It became obvious that saying you were innocent wasn't going to help you.
So a number of the accused people confessed to being a witch and would accuse others of being witches. This would usually save them. In all, over 200 people were accused of being a witch during the trials.
The Salem Witch Trials led to the execution of 20 people, mostly women, but many others were put in jail.
This was a very sad time for Salem, and many people's lives were ruined by the accusations. By the fall of 1692, some leaders in Massachusetts began to worry about how unfair the trials were. They stopped the trials and said that the evidence used was not good enough. The trials ended, but the damage had been done.
The Salem Witch Trials teaches us lessons about not jumping to conclusions. Remember, learning about history helps us to understand the present and make a better future.
It shows us why it's important to be careful and make sure we have good evidence before accusing someone of something. It also reminds us to be fair and kind to others, even when we are scared. Today, people look back at the Salem Witch Trials as a reminder of how important it is to treat everyone with respect and to think carefully before making big decisions. Thanks for joining us to learn about the Salem Witch Trials. It's a story from the past that helps us understand how important it is to be fair and to not let fear control our actions. We hope you found this story interesting and that it helps you think about how to make good choices.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I liked Salem because there was witch trials and we were on a tour. And one time we were doing theories about the witch trials, and I came up with the bystander effect.